Now, a lot of people are saying The Hunger Games is a lot like the Twilight movies. Except for The Hunger Games, well, it's not a big pile of flaming shit with prepubescent teenage girls running around it, and then at the very end they jump into it, they dive, they smear it all over themselves. I'm describing scat pornography right now. That's not what I want to do. So anyway guys, how are you? I'm John with the FlickPick channel, and it's time to review The Hunger Games. So this movie starred Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, it doesn't matter, and Woody Harrelson. Yeah, I shit you not, Woody Harrelson was in this movie. I didn't know that. And when he popped on screen, I was like, what the hell is this? I just started laughing. And he had this really shitty blonde wig on. He looked like he was in like a 1998 boy band. Oh, and it also starred the guy from American Beauty. You know, the creepy kid who lived next door to Kevin Spacey, who always sold him weed and wanted to watch him work out naked. You know, this guy. That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So anyway, The Hunger Games is based on a book series by the same name. I've never read it, but I have a little brother who did, and I asked him a few questions about it, so I got a general comparison of the difference between the two. But that's coming from a 14-year-old boy who likes to look at himself in the mirror and puts a little too much gel in his hair. I guess it runs in the family. So anyway, The Hunger Games is set in the future, and it's basically, you have different districts, and once a year, two people from each district, a man and a woman, between the ages of 12 to 18 are selected randomly and put into this big battle for their lives, which, you know, the big corporate conglomerate control freak of the nation broadcast on TV as a control tactic to keep people in line, but give them a little bit of hope. I guess that's basically how you could sum it up. So the main star of the movie was Jennifer Lawrence, who plays Katniss Everdeen, and she sacrifices herself to join the games once her little sister is randomly selected. Now, Jennifer Lawrence was one of the best things about this movie. Her acting ability, I think she pulled off everything she possibly could have. She was believable, she was likable, and she really had a nice screen presence where I thought, hey, this chick is kind of a badass. And you know what? She was fun to look at, too. Now, I've heard in the book things are pretty gruesome, and there's a lot of death and gore. Well, the movie, it shows some blood splatter, but at a PG-13 rating, it can't do everything the book's gonna give you. So it kind of leaves a lot of things up to your imagination. And at parts where it gets a little too gruesome, my one major complaint with this entire movie is it does a lot of close-up shots, but with a shaky cam. Yeah, something like this. Like, it's always shaking. Even, it's for no reason. They could be just standing there and they shake the damn camera. I don't know why they do it, but over and over, just when you're getting into the movie, they just start wiggling the damn thing around, and I don't know why they do it. And I guess the director thought maybe that kind of gives it a stylized, gritty, urban feel. And maybe he also felt like, hey, if we can't show blood, guts, and gore, maybe we'll just shake the camera around a little bit to make it feel more violent. That way we can get away with the PG-13 rating. I don't know, I'm just assuming things. And I guess I have one more complaint about the movie. The CGI in this movie was pretty bad. It was almost shitty, I guess, if you want to say. Especially, I can only imagine people who have read the books and they have this big, epic picture in their head of what things should look like, and then they kind of get this, like, 1999 CGI effect. So overall, The Hunger Games was a lot of fun. And actually, you know what? I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. And the acting in the movie was pretty good. Overall, I don't have any complaints. Like I said, Jennifer Lawrence stole the entire movie. I think she did the best job. And surprisingly enough, I've never been a fan of Josh Hutcherson. Like I said, it doesn't matter. But he did a pretty good job too. So overall, I'm going to give The Hunger Games a B. And here's why. Good acting, interesting plot, a well-done movie overall. And I enjoy movies where kids kill kids. Call me crazy, but you know what? If I was under 18 and I lived in their society, I would pledge myself for The Hunger Games. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, okay, badass. I bet you can talk a tough talk, but let's see you walk that walk. Who would even talk like that? What is this, 1993? I'm not saying I'd win the damn thing, but as long as I could kill a couple kids in the process, I'd be okay with that. So anyway, guys, I'm John with the FlickPick channel, and if you guys want to check out my last review, which I put on my other channel, John Flickster, where I take some drugs, I go a little crazy, it gets weird and bizarre. Anyway, I put that on my other channel. I'll put an annotation to that somewhere, wherever, right here maybe. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.